What is everybody? This is Bright Cards, and welcome back to King of FanDuel Season 2. We had a rough one this week, if I'm being completely honest with you. You can hear my clicking in the background, mainly because my screen capture on my Mac did not want to work this week, so instead you've got some screenshots. This week was a rough one, to say the least. Russell Wilson had a rough time against the Giants, losing to those Giants, much like the Steelers lost a game that should have been easy to the Redskins, but hats off to those underdog teams. Everybody loves a good underdog story, and of course, everybody loves a team to not go undefeated. Today, I'm showing you guys the results, and then I'm going to show you guys next week's contest. And basically, Russell kind of let us down. I can't be upset. It's not like I know the guy or anything, but he did have an interception and a fumble, much like Kirk did. But Kirk had two more touchdowns, and if you compare their yardage, Kirk had kind of going back to his "you like that" days with the Redskins. He used to fly under the radar a lot, but now he seems to be used a lot more. Austin Eckler was equally used by everybody in the league. James Robinson on my team, I thought he was a good choice. However, David Montgomery did better for Chicago, even though they did lose a contested game to Detroit. 17 carries compared to 18, kind of neck and neck. He did a good job of putting Adam Thielen on his team as somebody to throw to. With Russ, I did put him with DK. DK got 5 receptions, 80 yards. Can't be displeased. Brandon Cooks didn't do bad in his new role as probably wide receiver 1, I would say, with was not Kiki Kute. It was Will Fuller out due to the uh, illegal drug that was in his system, the performance-enhancing drug. So it is what it is, and it is unfortunate if that's the truth. I thought Chad would do a little bit more. Yes, we're on a first-name basis. And going down into our tight ends, just oof, TJ Hawkinson, 7 targets, not bad. Hunter Henry, or 7 receptions. Hunter Henry only had 1 in a really bad game against New England. I've yet to go back and watch those highlights, and I probably should. And then Naheem Hines was a good running back to choose. Really, without that touchdown, he's just 10 yards is not great. Demir Bird didn't do that well. He did better tonight against whoever it was. They're playing the Rams. And then you've got Miami's defense with 2 interceptions and 6 sacks. And Atlanta only had 1 fumble recovery and 2 sacks. As we switch over to this week's contest, basically the rules are we each had to pick one player, and that player had to be in everyone's lineup. So we all had Patrick Mahomes, we all had the Dolphins defense, and we all had to put Curtis Samuel, who was on IR for honestly I don't know what reason. It could be injury, it could be COVID, it could be he opted out. I honestly don't know. He was placed on the reserve COVID-19 list on Monday as a close contact, is what FanDuel is telling me. So I wanted to pick somebody who was on IR just to mix things up. I have David Montgomery. I think he's an easy pick this week. Cheap price, has a decent ceiling. Myles Gaskin is the head guy against my Chiefs this week in Miami. I don't think that will be as tough as a game as many think it will be. But if I'm being honest, Chiefs defense isn't that great, so I think he'll get a couple, yards on us. DK against the Jets and Corey Davis against Jacksonville was honestly just 2 guys who I think can rack up some good yards and maybe some scores if I'm lucky against some bad teams. Gesicki against the Chiefs, same thing. He sees a lot of targets, and for a rookie, I think they like to depend on their short passes, their stuff out of the backfield, and their big tight ends. Adam Thielen against Tampa Bay. I feel like this could be a little bit of a shootout. I don't think Tampa Bay will lose this game, but I've been wrong many times in the past. And honestly, with him being one of the head honchos of that team, yes, I know the Bucs are going to be on him, but I still expect him to get quite a few targets, quite a few catches, and who knows what'll go from there. So that is it for me this week, guys. Quick little episode, but I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy holidays to you all, and I will talk to you all later.